Hey friends, I'm just coming at you from my backyard. I'm sitting out here eating raspberries, and I wanted to do a video on why your manifestation has to work. And this is really, I'm gonna eat this. This is really a manifesting 101 video. It's like, I really want you to understand what manifesting is, why it's actually not magical thinking, why it's very, very practical, and why when you apply it in the way that I teach, the way that others teach as well, just depends on who you resonate with. But when you apply it in the way that I teach, you'll actually get results, okay? Before I jump into this video, I have to share with you, look at my pumpkin. There's actually two back there. Can you see the other? Yep, there's the other one. We have this is the first time I've ever really had a garden, and we have all these pumpkins growing, and I'm so excited. Okay, so let's talk about Manifesting 101. Manifesting is not magical thinking because it is simply about the reality that whatever you're thinking about the most often, you are going to be moved in a direction to doing those things, to becoming that person, to seeing other people in that particular way. The idea around manifesting is that your inner world is crucial when it comes to your life. What you think about yourself and what you think about other people and what you think about your life is essentially who you are and what other people are and what your life is. Does that make sense? I mean, that is just the first practical element of what manifesting is. It's like who you really think you are is going to shape everything in your reality. And so that's the first thing to understand about manifesting. You know, a lot of people think that manifesting is this you'll use my mind in this magical way and I'm going to change my 3D reality. And the reality is your 3D reality does change, but more than just change, you're choosing a reality. And I just talked about that in a video. I'm going to link it above so you can understand what I'm talking about. But you're choosing a new reality for yourself. And you're doing that internally by telling yourself that you are a particular person, that you have certain things that you want to have, that you are living a life that you want to live. So the way I like to think about this, I think about it in terms of my own relationship. You know, I consider my husband my specific person. He's the person in my life, and I am creating him with my thoughts. Just because we're married and already in a relationship does not mean that I'm not creating him with my thoughts. I'm creating him with my thoughts every single day. So if I focus on my husband being distant or uninterested or not present, and if my mind is really saturated, as we say in the manifesting community, with that reality of who he is, what do you think I'm going to see him as most often? I'm going to see him as a match to my inner world. So my work as a manifester, if I'm wanting to change or choose a new reality with my husband, this is just an example, I'm going to share more about it, is to think about him in the way that I want to see him, because it's almost impossible to constantly think about him in a way that, let's say, is negative and then to see him in a positive light. That's not how it works. You see things as you see them in your own mind. And so the same is true about the self. For those of you who are trying to create a reality, whether it's in love or whether it's in money, your work is to start to see yourself as that new you. You want to practice doing this. It is it doesn't just jump necessarily from, we'll take money as an example. You don't just jump from being used to seeing yourself as someone who doesn't have money to all of a sudden seeing yourself as this person with infinite amounts of money. Not necessarily. There's some inner work that goes into it. That's where I come in as a manifesting teacher, and that's why I've created all the free resources and free ebooks and courses that I've created because it teaches you to gradually start telling a new story about who you are. And the beautiful thing about doing this manifesting work is when you tell a new story about who you are, you eventually start to believe it. And I'm one of the manifesting teachers that says, yes, it is about belief. You are changing your beliefs. That is what's going to most dominantly change your 3D reality. Now, there's some inner work that goes into changing your beliefs about yourself and about your love life and about everything else in your life. But that work feels really good. Why does it feel really good? Because when you start telling a new story of being in this incredible relationship with someone who shows up for you daily, and the two of you are living your best life, and you buy your dream home, and you get married, and you have that family that you've always wanted. These are the stories I told myself before I had any of it. It feels expansive. It feels amazing. It's as if you're speaking to your true self and saying, I believe in this outcome for you. I'm standing by this outcome for you. I am choosing to believe in this outcome so I can create it. So let's talk about the bridge of incidents a little bit, and let's talk about taking action when it comes to manifesting as well. Here's the thing about taking action. Yourself, who you believe you are and what you believe you have, is going to naturally take actions that are in alignment with the thoughts you most dominantly have and the beliefs you most dominantly have. So back to, let's just go with manifesting a relationship. If you are telling yourself that you are absolutely cherished and adored, you are in this relationship where your person just absolutely loves you, you are doing the inner work to hear them say these wonderful things to you, you are really starting to light up from the inside because you're starting to believe that this relationship is going to happen. Just something inside of you knows that this is a potential for you, that this is, that you're on your way there, that this relationship can happen for you. What's going to happen, and this is called the bridge of incidents, is you're naturally just going to start taking these steps that you don't even know are leading to the outcome that you want. And this is where kind of no action comes in. This is why I teach manifesting takes no action. It's not that you're never going to do anything ever again. It's that yourself or your beliefs that you're creating about yourself are going to do all the work for you. They're going to do the work for you because when you are really deeply saturated in a belief that you're getting married this year, or you're getting married soon, or you're meeting the love of your life, or you're going to be with your specific person, or you're going to be wealthy, or you're going to be famous, or whatever it is that you are wanting, when you deeply believe that that is the truth of who you are because you've done the inner work to tell yourself that that's who you are and that that's who you're becoming, the no action just means you're naturally going to take the steps that lead you there. They are naturally going to unfold. So I told this story in this video right here, the behind the scenes story of meeting my husband, and I'll just go into it a little bit here so you can really understand how this works. You know, when I was setting out to manifest my husband, I, first of all, did all the self-love work. And I had been doing it for years because I knew that when I loved myself, when I saw myself as an amazing woman, it was going to create the reflection in other people to see me as amazing too, because that is what manifesting is. Everything mirrors back your beliefs about who you are. So I'd done the self-love work and I continued to do it, just really feeling like I'm an incredible woman. I am a catch. I am beautiful. I know that many, many, many men would love to be with me. That was my true inner belief that I had created for myself through self-love. And then I added in that I am going to get married. I am done with anything that is not getting married with, that is not my man who is going to be my man for the rest of my life. I am done with anything that is not that. And I did the inner work to start to feel this man who would become my husband. I started to hear the things he would say to me. I started to envision our relationship, envision our future together, envision us getting married, envision us having a child. And I talk about exactly how I did that in my training. And in fact, if you want to get that training for free, just type training below. I walk through the exact steps I took to manifest marriage, and I manifested him in 3 weeks. We got married. We got engaged 4 months later, and we got married about a year later. But here's what I want to say about that is I just created the inner belief so deeply that this man was going to come into my life. And then what did I do as I was like doing the inner work to really feel and believe that I was finally going to meet the man I was going to marry? Well, I just lived my life. As I talk about in the behind the scenes video that I recorded, I linked it already. I went to Tulum with a girlfriend. I was having fun. I was open to meeting people, and he, in a very magical way, walked into my life. And because he walked into my life, and because I had done the work, I didn't actually know it was him right off the bat, but I knew pretty soon. And I could look back on the bridge of incidents and be like, oh, everything I was doing led me to this point to manifest this man. But I wasn't trying to take action to manifest him. I was just doing me in the most powerful way. So this is what manifesting is. It's all about choosing who you want to be and learning to tell yourself the story that that is who you are and that is who you are going to be. When you are able to do this, you can manifest anything you want. Again, I have lots of free trainings on my website, shellybullard.com. You can go there and go to the free gifts section. You'll find free ebooks, free trainings for you to take to learn exactly how to do this. Afterwards, I'm going to link my video. It's either here or here. I'm not quite sure when I'm recording on my phone, but I have a video. Well, I guess I could put it right here. I'll put the behind the scenes video of how exactly what happened when I manifested my husband, so you can really understand what it means to manifest someone and what the bridge of incidents looks like. And take what I'm saying and really apply it to your own life. You can create anything you want by doing so. Thank you for being here. I love being here with you. I'll see you soon.